Hi everyone! Today I'm going to show you the step-by-step process of drawing this anime character. I used my new marker sketchbook to give 48 colors Promarker another try. I am happy to say that the markers look a lot better on this paper and the color swatch looks much more vibrant and more consistent. Following Andrew Loomis' method, draw the horizontal and vertical lines to find the correct location of the eyes, nose, and mouth, then add more details in every step. Don't worry if your drawing does not look exactly like the model. What matters is the proportions of the character's head. Take your time and sketch as accurately as you can. After you color with markers, you won't be able to correct mistakes, since markers are quite unforgiving. I use mechanical or kneaded eraser to reach small areas. I don't always follow the reference, and I normally try to make few changes here and there. Drawing becomes really fun, and you learn more when you add creative details, which ultimately makes your artwork unique. I'm using an AI-generated anime character as a reference here. You can find many images online that would help you practice your drawing skills. I find drawing ears a little bit tricky, and I sometimes redo the drawing to make sure that they are in the right place. It is a good idea to take a break and return to your work to be able to detect possible mistakes. I'm using two drawing pens here, Artline and Edding, for drawing outlines. You can use any drawing or sketching pen. It does not really matter what brand you use, as long as you can reach the small details where markers cannot fill, you're good to go. I started by coloring the face. The swatch I made in the beginning of my sketchbook helped with quickly selecting the colors I need and to avoid accidentally choosing a wrong shade. I also need to add, if you are using a sketchbook for your marker drawings, leave one blank page in between the drawings in case some colors bleed through and stain the next page. That's the lesson I took from this drawing. The basic coloring rule in drawing with markers is to start with the lightest colors, then add darker shades on top. I feel this marker paper provides a better blending experience, but when it comes to shading big areas, I still feel Promarker is not very good. as the colors dry completely, they seem to lose their intensity as well. However, the result is not comparable to the watercolor paper I used and failed in my first drawing. So I'm relatively happy. The markers I am using do not have a fine tip, so to complete the detailed areas and thin lines, I will use my drawing pen. That's why I'm not really worried about leaving the end of the hair strands uncolored. I really like this red color. It does a perfect job covering small regions, but as I mentioned earlier, Promarkers do not blend well when it comes to larger areas. I ended up coloring the background with one more layer of red to make it look even. I used white gouache to highlight few details and colored pencils to darken the shadows inside and outside the eyes, lips, and the cheeks. 4 points that improved the quality of this marker drawing are listed in the description section. I hope that you found this video useful. Please subscribe and give a thumbs up if you liked the video.